So this first part of the week 4 blog is on Wednesday the 15th of April at 7:30 in the evening. It's been my birthday today, so a very not normal birthday, although it's been a normal working from home day. Gracie's having a quick bark at something. So thanks to everybody who sent me birthday wishes. That was very nice. Appreciate that. We've just had the daily press conference from the British government. Care homes now seems to be the issue, and dealing with the situation there. And good girl. And it seems like things are looking up, and we might just be getting to the peak of infections of this first wave. Obviously, unfortunately, there'll be more deaths to come, but perhaps we've ridden out this first wave semi-successfully, in as much as our NHS hospitals have not been swamped. So let's see where we are by the end of the week when I do the full blog on Saturday morning. Good morning and welcome to Saturday the 18th of April. We're now week 4, I think. It all begins to blur into one. Certainly our lockdown has been extended for another 3 weeks. Having said that, I've been plotting the rolling weekly average of UK deaths in hospital, and you can definitely see that we've gone over the peak with that, or the peak of this first wave at least. Obviously that means if you're only halfway through, there's still, we're at about 15,000 deaths now, I think, so that's looking at 30,000 just from this first wave. And then what comes after that? There's also some debate about whether that's the true figure. There's quite a lot of deaths in the community, in care homes, and people who aren't actually making it to hospital. But that's the number I've been working with, and I guess that's the number that the government will look at first, and when they decide what their exit strategy is. A lot of talk about vaccinations. That still seems a long way away, and I just wonder how we're going to get through this. As I've said before, you can see it all begins to come together when they talked initially about herd immunity. They've allowed this first wave of contamination and deaths, and then presumably there'll be a second wave. Certainly more people will contract the virus, a certain number of people will unfortunately die, and then we'll perhaps have to have another semi-lockdown just to bring that back under control. And you can see that's how we're going to progress through the year. So what that means for competition and videoing is, I would imagine, pretty grim. Can't see that there will be any. They were even talking about Tokyo 2021 being doubtful now, so that's obviously going into next year. And the world has obviously got quite a job to get ourselves out of this mess. PPE is, in the UK, is still a hot topic. I think we discussed last week, well, can't you reuse it? And I begin to see that a lot of it is just single wear. But actually that's the suggestion that's been made this weekend, quite controversially, that perhaps they should use it twice, even though it's single wear. And it's clearly increasing the risk, but presumably it's better than no PPE at all. Interesting, some hospitals that they talk to, they say they have no problem with PPE, and we're also told that we're drawing on a stock that we had for a potential flu epidemic, and so that's all right for masks and gloves, I think it was, but they didn't, or they decided that they wouldn't make gowns a part of that emergency stockpile. As I said, videoing, the future for videoing at equestrian events looks bleak. Today should have been Bicton, or yesterday should have been Bicton. It actually was raining yesterday, so that probably wouldn't have been the most enjoyable of days, but at least we would have been out. And ironically, I always say the sun always shines at Bicton, so that was proved wrong yesterday. It's raining again this morning, quite lightly, but not a nice day. But it is April after all, and we do need this rain for the crops. In terms of videos, Hartbury are having 2 days of the Festival of Dressage in April, and I think we'll be seeing quite a few Harveywetdog videos as a result of that. I was contacted yesterday to be asked would I be okay with them using my videos, and of course I'm delighted when people use the videos, and makes you appreciate just what an important and interesting back catalogue we've got there. And I also provided one rider with a video that goes back to 2013 for one of her horses yesterday, so it's nice to track these things through. Well, that's our circuit completed. We're back under the ancient ash. Grace is looking at something in the grass, I'm not quite sure what. And we'll join you next week for another circuit around the field. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Bye.